Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Delitha. I'm Travis. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Hey, everybody.
A special Lord of the Rings, or what is this called? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, The House of Dragons.
HOD.
Which will be starting this Sunday on HBO Max. So if you're a big Game of Thrones fan, this is a prequel to the Game of Thrones books.
Right.
This is nothing that's based on what I know of G.R.R. Martin's books, technically. They're kind of just making it. Is it some of it? Okay.
And he
wasn't
is
sure
an executive producer of it.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if he had written books about these.
At least that's what I had just read the other day.
So okay, well, cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, him and a lady wrote it.
Oh, of the prequel stuff? Mm-hmm. Like, did they just write it for scripting for the show?
No, it's
or is an actual book.
CM Punk coming out first.
Anyways, we got people in the chat. Hey, people in the chat. We got Walter out there.
Party
EWE Network. Ayla's with us. Bryce Pitts is with us tonight. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing? EWE says we have to control Paul and tell him what we want, what our WWE, and tell him to stop catering to smarks and develop stars. Triple H has a Twitter account. Get the Attitude Era fans to join the community.
Right.
Walter says, Daphne, good news. I won bingo and I got a Chick-fil-A gift card. Ooh, cool, Walter. Boom. I've never been to Chick-fil-A. We kind of have one, I guess, at the university in our town, which is really weird. But the other one is about 40 miles away. So I've never been to one. And when I was going to go to one, the line was so long that there was no way I was waiting that long to try food that I've never tried before. I don't like that because then I always feel like I'm probably going to be completely disappointed in life. Anyways, what do you normally get at Chick-fil-A, Walter? And Ayla is in the chat saying, hey. And Bryce says, hello, Wrestling Gab. I am here. Sorry I didn't get a chance to show up on Monday. I wasn't feeling myself, but now I'm here and ready. Well, I'm sorry you weren't feeling yourself on Monday, Bryce. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're back to feeling who you really are in life is you. I always feel weird when you have little off days in life. Walter says, hey, Ayla. Ayla says, hi, Walter. Walter says, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is at AEW. But at 9:30, he's going his time. But he'll be here Friday at 8 p.m. SmackDown, still here. Walter's happy about CM Punk. He's yelling out his name in glory. Ayla
Glorious.
Says, I am a fan, and I restarted Game of Thrones to prepare.
You about done? You got 4 days.
And in all reality, you do not have to watch Game of Thrones in order to enjoy the House of Dragons show. It will not have anything to do. It's like 300 years prior to what happened in the Game of Thrones. The book's
300 years. The movie is 200 years.
Or whatever, yeah.
Still,
it's a couple hundred years. Yeah. And so it has none of the characters. It might have some of the houses, but it will not have the same characters. And in reality, that Game of Thrones never talk about the generation that they're going to be having in the show. So it really doesn't matter. But if you want to just get into the mood, watching them's a good thing, right? As Ayla said, their books, good to know. I wasn't sure if they were or not. And Ayla says, yeah, I haven't been to a Chick-fil-A either. Well, one day we'll have to go and stay in line for an hour and 20 minutes, since that's about how long you usually stay in line, I've heard. Walter says Taz and Jim Ross and Excalibur and Tony Schiavone on the AEW commentary, and the Young Bucks with a mystery opponent. Yeah, a lot of people are speculating it's going to be Kenny Omega. That's who Travis keeps speculating.
Yes.
EWE has the Hood Gang Network Q&A.
We're definitely going to get a
I am not part of the Hood Gang. Whatever that means.
Did you watch that video I sent you today?
Network. What video? Which one?
Keenan and Peele or whatever.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
You must be out your mind.
That was actually pretty funny. It was like 3 parts. Did you look at all the other parts to it?
Mm-mm.
I didn't go and look at them either. I didn't have a time to, but yeah, it was like, I won't watch the new Game of Thrones until there's a few episodes out. So you're right, is not set in the same time period, but they do actually reference the time of the dragons with the Targaryens. Yes. but this is actually the time of the dragons. So, in the Game of Thrones stuff that was on the books and stuff, the Targaryens then are completely ousted out of the place. Everybody hates them. The dragons are dead, supposedly, which they're not.
It's because Lannister.
Mm-hmm.
He killed the king.
Right.
The Mad King.
And so it doesn't really... but with this one, it's generations upon generations before, so... I'm just saying that if you've never seen Game of Thrones, you can watch House of Dragons without ever having to watch.
To be honest,
Game
you
of
should
Thrones.
watch it first.
Mm-hmm.
It would make more sense. You always watch prequels before if you have never
Right.
seen the original.
Yeah.
Just like on Spartacus, watch season 2 before you watch season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 Spartacus is a prequel with Gannicus.
True. This is only a few times, though, not enough to give you hints to the new show. I just want to watch it again, right? No, I totally understand, Ayla. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's not enough that they give you in the stuff that... I don't think they were planning on doing this type of prequel when they were making that show, so why would they? And the books don't really put that out there a lot. Ew, gross. No drinking blood, monkeypox. EWE says Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z. Yeah.
Was that a question, or is that just a shout out to
I
all
think
of them?
he's just giving out messages. Ravi is in the
shout
chat,
out to
though. Hey,
everybody.
Ravi says, well, hello, my hard-rocking amigos.
Woo woo.
AEW on fire. Yeah, I wish it was. Like, why didn't somebody pour gasoline on it and start it on fire like an arsonist?
Don't do that.
Please, somebody do.
Oh my God. We do not support anything like
kidding. Just kidding. Films in the chat. Hey, Film says hello, Miss D and Travis. Big hugs and big hearts.
Woo.
He's all excited about AEW. Walter says, come on, John Moxley. I want to see a fight on AEW. They got to let him yak for a minute there. Don't you guys want to hear him talk?
that. Yeah, he's building up for the pay-per-view, which is going to be the biggest pay-per-view in AEW history.
Is it, though?
Time-wise. No, I'm just kidding.
What is this one going to be, 10 hours long?
You're going to have a lot of matches on it that are going to be pretty good. But I'm talking about the
hours.
main event. John Moxley versus CM Drunk. Cooking Meth Punk. However you want to say it. That belt's pretty badass. It's huge.
It is a very nice belt. They did put some time and effort into it. See? Drugs. His tattoo on his fingers.
Yeah.
So disgusting. What a sicko face.
He's a druggie.
Drugs. I know he is. It's fucking pathetic. I know you guys
What
are
a
fans.
pathetic loser.
I find him a loser face. EWE is like AEW's TV PG.
Yeah.
With all the blood even?
Here he
That's weird.
comes. John Mox coming out.
But is he going to come out through that portion, or is he going to come from somewhere else?
He usually comes through the crowd. There he comes.
Yeah.
He's got a belt too.
He's got his vodka and his
He's
water
going to
bottle.
do Snow Angels in the meantime. Or Ring Angels, I guess you could call them. He's going to pull a groin muscle.
Probably.
That's what would happen if I tried it.
Probably have to quit for the night because he forgot that he's old and broken.
Well, and his heels keep digging into the mat because they're tennis shoes. And so you could see it bounce. They're going... See him?
Yeah.
Not going out, but coming in.
Yeah. Anyways,
He's
Robbie's
not gonna
like, had a
touch-
hectic shift at work. It was peak. Can't lie. Well, I'm sorry. All the crazies went cray-cray at work at the crazy loony bin. I'm sorry about that, Robbie. Not a sicko D might mean something to him. That he likes drugs? Yes, Robbie. I bet it does mean that he likes drugs. Walter's like, yes, John Moxley security. And Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin! Says, delete
Hey,
the
Vin.
Travis, Robbie, chat. What are we doing here? Who are we watching on the TV?
Old John Mox.
Old man Philip.
And Philip Brooks. John Moxley still has a lot of his own hair. CM Punk's is all gray. Well, I guess his beard's gray. Maybe he dyes his hair. I want to know for sure. Wild thing.
More talking. Guess we're not getting any wrestling
There's
tonight.
not. Well, there. Oh, trust me. The match that we're gonna have is gonna last an hour.
Oh, is it what's his dumb
Yeah,
fuck?
2 out of 3. Daniel
Oh,
Bryan and
goody
Garcia.
gumdrops. Ayla says, we're watching Dirty Mike and the Boys, Vin. Then he hears like, so which title belt is the replica?
I would assume John Moxley's, unless they just made 2 of them, or they're all replicas. Maybe they don't have an actual real one.
Maybe they couldn't because that one person almost lost theirs, so they
Jericho.
better not have real ones out there. Crazy's in the chat. Hey, Crazy says, Old Man Marley is by far the best old man in old man history.
That's true.
From Home Alone. Walter says, AEW All Out for 2 titles, copying WWE. Yeah, it's an interim is one of them there, Walter. So, in reality, whoever wins it should get rid of the interim. AEW says, hardcore fans, mega extreme fans for WWE.
Who's living in the fantasy world now? CM Punk. Oh, he just got rid of his belt. We saw that in the UFC too.
It don't mean shit.
So hopefully that answers everybody's question at home. Which belt's the real one?
Which one's the real belt there, guys?
Probably not the one that he threw on the ground.
Oh, God.
Punk threw his too. He's got to pull his pants up for this one, guys.
Disrespectful.
We both know you came to AEW because you ran out of money.
Walter says AEW went PG. Okay. I don't think so.
Who did?
AEW?
No, they swear, they curse, they flip people off. And he just spit in the crowd, I think.
I don't think they went PG.
Go ahead and do something about it. Oh, and then he bumps him.
I don't think that's the sports bro chest bump they all
If
wanted.
I touch it now, you'll just bleed all over me. It's actually pretty clever. Oh.
Well,
We'll push past. Oh, he kissed him.
be careful.
Oh! They're going at it, fisticuffs.
He does
John
rip open
Moxley
his
kissed
own
him right
ears.
on the lips.
Nice. Monkeypox. Anyways, you have to be careful with John because he got his earring ripped out, which really didn't. And he had to pretend it was ripped out, and then he went and cut his earlobe just to pretend that he actually had his... You gonna get it? No, watch that. Don't watch this. Watch that.
I'm not going to try to get that. That would be...
Hilarious if you did, though.
I can't hear it, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Right there.
I don't know if I got it, though.
Robbie's like, had to take in an ambulance with another staff and look after a patient at A&E after the patient had a seizure. What the fuck were they having seizures for?
That's terrible.
When the patient came around, he was becoming annoying and behavioral, trying to walk away and test us. Did you guys get him with the, whatchamacallit?
Your best
Did you
shot,
taser
fire
him?
away.
I hope you tased him. By any means necessary. Walter was excited for the fight that's happening.
Oh, yeah, this is the most
He's a
exciting
yes,
part.
and the fights.
Super exciting. Nothing going to get settled tonight. They're going back at it. Let's get it percolating. Blah, 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 blah.
Percolate your face. Ravi says, do
About
you,
to
your
get
mate,
on
see
it.
him drunk getting bust up? Not my mate, Ravi. That's your boyfriend out there. Ravi's like, nah, we ain't allowed to taser Only police. You guys should just taser him. It's fine.
Oh, there they are. Locked up still. This is an all-out brawl, guys.
EWE says the new wrestling community needs to have billions of people.
Billions.
Billions.
At least 2 billion wrestling fans. Andrade El Idolo, Roosh, and Dragon Lee
Versus
the
Young Bucks and question marks.
and Kenny Omega. Oh, Daniel and Garcia. Whew.
How exciting for us all.
They're calling him the Dragon Slayer. The Varsity Blondes going up against the Gun Club. Scissor
Ew.
me, daddy.
Oh, nope. Wrong group.
That is not the wrong group.
They don't do that. It's the other guys, Max Caster's peeps. He
Ricky
does
Stark. Well, I know they do it, but I thought the Young Guns or whatever they're called, the Gun Club did.
it. Friends.
Ooh.
Walter's like, let them fight. Great opening. Vindicator says, so old Mox taught us a valuable lesson. 2 replica belts in AEW don't mean shit unless one gets pawned for a lifetime supply of whiskey, which is John and Philip's natural vices. Robbie says, we can restrain, but only if it's needed. I think you should tase them. Sounds way more fun.
Hobbs don't need friends.
What's going on out
I
there?
don't know. It sounds like he's chewing on paper.
Why are you such a dick? Walter's booing Will Hobbs. That's not very nice.
Hiding behind Hobbs' back because you know he'd get the job done.
Back. Not very nice. Hey, what's going on out here? What you doing? Hey, crazy.
He breaks backs and necks.
Huh? What you doing in here? Huh? What you eating?
Going after QT in the factory.
Did you decide that you should be a present? Yeah.
Here it comes, guys. 2 out of 3 falls. Ricky Steamboat.
Very nice of you. Oh, no, how about we don't?
He reminds me of the guy on Young Guns that was the bad guy on the very first Young Guns. All right. So Jericho's coming out to call the match. Chris Jericho.
Your cat hates wrapping paper, just so you know.
Should be a fun Christmas.
Yeah, should be.
JR thinks that Jericho Moxley is the match of the year so far. That's interesting from JR. Can't argue with it though. So are they playing the whole song? There he goes. Judas in my mind. All right, well, this is the 2 out of 3 falls match. So this is Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson. I hope that, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but hopefully Daniel Bryan wins this in 2. Can't believe I'm cheering for Daniel. It's just he needs it. Goody two shoes Steamboat. Oh. Jericho Appreciation Society. The Dragon Slayer. Now they're naming him the Dragon Slayer, so they got the Dragon Slayer.
Oh, that Garcia weirdo. That's nice.
He's Jamie Lannister. Actually, that's a King Slayer, not the Dragon Slayer. I don't know if there's a Dragon Slayer.
Let's see. Robbie said, you did say you fancied seeing him drunk one day. Nope, Robbie, that was you. All you. You're the only one that does. Oh, and a few others in the chat think
Definitely going to time this one.
I do not.
And there it is. That's the bell. We are already 3 seconds into this match.
Oh, great. That's a boring match. Well, at least they're getting it out of the way, I guess. Walter says, oh, Will Hobbs, boo. And Crazy said, ouch, Vin. Where's the CE on the rest of your name? Robbie says Ricky Starks is going to get bust up. EW says the Titantron needs to get changed. Walter says Bryan Danielson for the win. Robbie says you don't see any old timers in the crowd at WWE. Daz Reynolds in the chat.
No, not right now. I mean, obviously when Vince brings him in, people go berserk and say that he only does it for ratings.
Right.
When he brings back the veterans.
Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz says, who do you think the mystery partner could be for the Bucks?
Kenny Omega. It's my only guess.
Robbie says Bryan wins. Crazy says knowing AEW, Bryan will lose to further push Garcia. No. Robbie says, do you fancy all the old timers? No, I don't even know them, so I couldn't fancy anybody I don't know. Vindicator says, Travis, do you think Steamboat was a better wrestler than Danielson?
Yes. 30, 40 times. Like, I don't even think it's a conversation.
I agree, and I don't even know who Steamboat is. But he's probably a way better wrestler.
Steamboat had the greatest match in the history of the sport in like 1987 or 88 against Randy Savage. Is it WrestleMania 3? I think it was WrestleMania 3. And it's not even the most memorable match of the card. Which would be Hogan and Andre, and Hogan slammed Andre. Big smack right to the face. What a disrespectful move by Garcia. All right, they're going to picture-in-picture, but we'll stay here. Oh, they're doing a commercial for the Kazarian house. I wonder how many seasons they're planning of this, because they could do innumerable. As long as it doesn't get weird. Which it will. All series do if they go too long. Right. I think season 6s are about where it starts to kind of, they run out of material or something.
For a lot of them, it seems like it.
Some of them can hold on to 12, but they're not good. That Parks and Recreation got terrible at the end. Picks him up and drops him right back on his head. A little suplex from Suplex City.
Yeah, the last full season, season 6, was just weird as hell. Like, too many weird characters came in. Season 7 was the last one. It was just a half season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had to cancel it right in the middle. They're like, we gotta quit.
Robbie says, do you just play it cool tonight? Sure, bud. I was like, if Michael Cole was commentating on the Gab, he would shout, it's snack time. Dad says, do you think any surprises tonight?
Kenny Omega, maybe? I mean, that match, if it's going to be Kenny Omega, it's going to be the last match of the night. right? That's safe to say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, I guess they could do it in the middle, but that's kind of weird. And that tag team match doesn't deserve any credit at all. So Kenny's the only thing that could possibly make it good.
Right.
You know, it would just be a mid-card match without Kenny coming back.
True.
Which it could be, because, I mean, they could do that and then just have Adam Cole or whatever, Adam Page or whatever his name is, do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he already kind of said he wasn't.
Well, yeah, but this isn't the tournament, is it?
So.
Or is it for the tournament? For the trios?
I thought this was for the trios tournament.
Oh, maybe it is. I have no idea. I didn't even know when they started. Have they already been going? Yeah, I think they did something
Yeah, they did one
last
week, I think.
But
anyways,
holy crap. We got to sit through this. At least there's commercials on. Well, House of Targaryen and
right?
Canva, which is actually a pretty cool little company, that Canva.
Yeah. Robbie says Brian takes too long in matches. Crazy says, I love it when Michael Cole says, not this way. Film says, let's go, Brian Danielson. Robbie's like, Kenny, interesting. Vindicator says, Travis, do you remember the 3 stages of Hell match between Stone Cold and Triple H?
I don't.
Should WWE bring that match back?
They can do multiple things, and they're going to have different types of creative moving forward, so we might see some pretty fun matches. I was hoping that we'd get some pretty cool pay-per-view names back, like from the old days. He needed to write something down. Okay, they are back, full screen. It's Daniel and Garcia, or just Daniel Garcia, I guess we could just call it that. Just chopping each other, European uppercuts.
Film's going for the Brian Danielson road, and Robbie says, Kenny, interesting. Vindicator says, Travis, do you remember the 3... I already read that, sorry.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, Vin, not now. It's not going to work.
This match needs to end. Hey. What is this, a spelling bee?
Psst.
I got it. He just lays down. Look at it. He's like,
Good.
I can't.
Vindicator says, oh yeah, Travis, your girl Mandy Rose cheated last night to beat Zoe Stark.
She didn't cheat.
Before she appears on SmackDown this Friday.
So to say that she cheated is like saying that the other girl cheated the whole match, because she had that brace on the whole match. So you can either use a brace or not use a brace. But either way, she just did what the other girl was doing. So to me, that wasn't cheating. But yes, she will. That other girl, the girl that lost, will be on SmackDown with Nikita, who did come down and help her.
Yeah. So isn't that considered cheating?
Nikita or Naketa? What's her name? Anyway.
Zoe Stark having Nikita Lyons come down and help her. Isn't that kind of
Well,
considered cheating
it was
too?
after the match. She was getting beat up.
Oh. I thought they were down there before. with the
Maybe it
other
was
people.
during the match. I can't remember. Either way, it doesn't matter.
He's playing with your
Maybe
cup.
one. Yeah.
Ew, a suplex on the floor. Ugh.
Oh.
Robbie says D repeating herself like WWE does with matches. Crazy says old WWE pay-per-view name needs to come back. St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see some of the WCW ones that he uses in NXT also on the main roster, like Starrcade, Great American Bash.
Ayla's like, she cheated, and you know it, Travis.
She just put a knee brace on. Her knee started bugging her or something, and she put it on, and then she hit her with a knee. The other girl had that on the whole match.
Daz Reynolds says, do you think there should be Sting and Darby and Matt as team?
No. I think Sting and Darby should break up. And I think that's going to happen here pretty soon. Oh, Daniel kicked him. There's a little triangle.
Robbie says, Defo cheated Mandy and Ayla cheats all the time. Ayla's like, yep. Ayla's like, nope, Travis, you're making excuses.
It's not an excuse. Oh!
She
big
doesn't
pile
even
driver.
know who you're talking about, so.
That's fine. Daniel just got pile drove. He's probably got a concussion.
Vindicator says Heat Wave was an ECW
Did he just
pay-per-view
pat?
before NXT borrowed it without
thought he
Heyman consent. Oh, the name they used last night.
That's it. Really? Daniel did it. Dude. Seriously.
I thought they had to do 2 out of 3.
It is. That's one.
Oh, okay.
So fall 1 goes to
Garcia.
the jobber. So they've had Daniel lose to that jobber twice in a row now. And now I think he has to get up by 10. That's the fastest 10 count I've ever seen.
Ayla says, it is an excuse. She's a big cheater and she's a liar. Stupid sausage wallet. I was like, LOL, laughing. The ref is a cheat for slow counts. Ayla's like, the ref is a cow. Can you go home? You're going
I've been
to get
turned
your
into a
ass
cow.
whooped, cat.
Can I go home? He's like, I'm going to go up there and get on the light. Looks fun.
Sorry, guys. Hey. Psst.
So obviously Garcia is going to lose the match overall, I would assume. I would hope.
Hey.
Everything holy.
Nope. Leopold.
I'm just hoping that Tony Khan's seeing this in the background and going, okay, we got to stop this. This is ridiculous.
Right? No kidding. It's ridiculous. It's just slow and dumb. Hey! No. Leopold? No. No.
You do realize you're talking to a cat.
You know what's funny about him talking to a cat that way? He actually has stopped doing it and stops picking on Charlie. But I'm going to go get the spray bottle and then his ass is grass. And I'll just spray his ass.
Get wet.
And then he'll be sorry. He'll be so sorry he wasn't listening.
So sorry. Thanks for leaving right during a full commercial. Awesome. Yeah, full commercial too. I don't have bunions. I don't even know what a bunion is. It's like what old people have on their feet. But I don't know what it is.
Leopold. Leopold, get down from there. Get down from there. Keep going. Hey. Get.
Come on, buddy.
Boy.
He's like, I'm going to stay here.
Boy.
She won't spray Dad. As I'm getting soaked. Thanks.
Boy. I know, you like to be up high, but I don't want you up there chewing on things. It's for your own safety, too, you know, you little poop. All right, wow, that was exciting.
It's been known to be.
At least they went to a full commercial, so you don't have to watch them pretend that they're doing something in the ring.
This,
No.
whoa.
What?
It's like slitting your wrists and doing push-ups. Like eventually you're just going to kind of pass out.
Right? Robbie says Ayla actually has a sausage wallet, and Ayla's like, I own a Lady of the Night. Am I a pimp? Ha ha ha. And here's like, Ayla, what kind of snacking are you having while being captivated by Michael and the fellas? Ayla's like, I'm not snacking. Robbie's like, Ayla is a call girl for sure. Ew. EW says XPW is dead. What's XPW?
I have no idea, but it's dead.
Whatever it is, it's dead. Ayla says, you are too, Ravi. We can share a corner if you want. EWE's like cats. Yeah, they're cats. I get it. But they do listen, you know, guys. They just choose sometimes not to. Vindicator says, well then, you are not really related to Dalitha, then, Ayla. Rose like, D won't share her snacks with anyone, Ayla. Walter says, come on, Danielson. I was like, now Leo is a wop. It's like, D shares her snacks. I'm just across town, right? I would totally share.
Right.
I'm just having peaches. I don't even know if she'd want peaches. Vindicator's
Garcia,
like,
we are back. Garcia's stomping on his head.
Vindicator says, Funyuns are onion-shaped potato chips. Yeah, but have you guys seen the new Lay's flavored chips? They're Funyuns.
What's a Funyun?
They're
Funyun,
a Funyun's the rings that look like they're onion flavored potato chips that look like onion rings.
Right.
So the Funyuns, so now Lay's has a Funyun flavor. Ouch.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, drove his shoulder right down into the mat. Daniel's bloody. Imagine that.
So they're Lay's wavy Funyun onion flavored Funyuns onion flavored chips.
This is how he beat him earlier.
Not kidding. They're see.
All right, that was a Fruc roll-up.
And Daniel got one.
Yeah.
Got him.
It is 1-1. That was a 5-minute match, the second one. The first one was 10. He didn't, like, kill our internet, did he?
Why is it not working?
Oh, he put it on airplane mode.
Oh. I was like, my stuff's working just fine.
Idiot.
So they're called Lay's Wavy Funyuns Onion Flavored Funyuns Onion Flavored Rings.
It just kind of flows out.
It does. That's what they're called. So you guys should go get it.
12 names on
it. Ayla says, I'm not technically related to Letha Van. Haha. Walter's like, geez, the kitten jumped on a chair. Yes, he did. Because onion ring chips, I mean. I was like, Bunions? Barf. CBP's in the chat. Hey, CBP. Says, fuck Kenny coming back. I'm back. What's going on, guys? How much, CBP? What's up with you? You don't want Kenny Omega back, huh?
Watching Daniel and Daniel. We got Danielson and Danielson.
I usually call him Daniel Bryanson, so.
As does everybody else.
Figures like Leopold wants to wrestle the Hogan action figure. He might. Walter says fruit is healthy for a snack. It can be. Walter, it can be. It can be detrimental, depending on how much of it you eat. Robbie says, yeah, let's share a corner. Ha ha ha. Crazy says, hey guys, did you hear the sequel for A Christmas Story is coming this November with the original cast 39 years later?
Cool.
Aren't most of them dead?
What's A Christmas Story? Is that the one with the BB gun?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, but like, their parents would be dead because I'm pretty sure some were old then.
I wonder if he's going to still have his bunny suit.
Walter says Leopold versus Hogan figure. Leopold wins.
Yeah, he would. Hogan's old.
CBP's message retracted, and it says, K. Ravi, must be hard to find a man, Ravi. I can't imagine being so ugly and short at the same time.
Innovative
Most guys
offense.
don't want an unattractive man-child as their pick of the night. Walter's like, Danielson is bleeding.
Yeah, he got DDT'd into the concrete floor.
He has a small abrasion on his face.
It is a square steel ring post. There's Steamboat.
He looks very dapper.
He's probably cheating. Jericho.
Steamboat is?
That's what Jericho just said. He's
Danielson's
paying attention
grabbing...
to that time. He's probably cheating.
It's cheating. Oh. Vindicator says, never been an onion person myself, let alone onion ring chips. You know, I used to not really like onions either, but as time has gone on, I actually like onions on certain things. I do eat them on my hamburgers now.
Oh, Garcia's now busted open.
Oh. Picture in picture again. More HBO stuff.
Dragons.
Especially those
Hangdams.
mushroom Swiss burgers with caramelized onions on them. That's a good burger. Yum.
Yeah. Sounds delicious.
It is. You know, it's really sad that you can't eat onions because they taste so good. Like, they make
that's
give
one
things
thing,
flavor.
like, I mean, there's a lot of things, but that's one of the major things I don't even notice that I quit eating.
Yeah.
Is onions. I don't think I ever tasted them.
Oh. They actually make things taste better. Robbie says, you really that ugly, Ayla? And I was like, I saw that TikTok, right? The Funyuns, the Lay's wavy. They're actually real chips, I guess. I haven't looked for them, so I wouldn't know if they are real, but supposedly they're real. They had bags of them in their hands.
Suppose.
It was like, no, I am laughing. And Robbie's like, you hobbit woman, Ayla. CBP says, fuck Kenny's return. He's going to be a champ soon anyway. Do you think he'll be going back to a champ?
Yeah, trios champ.
Possibly. It was like, thank you. I come from the Shire. I'm a gentlefolk. You have, like, first breakfast, second breakfast, third lunch, whatever, third
First
breakfast.
Lunch, second lunch, third brunch.
Brunch, second brunch, first lunch. I don't know how many actual things they have. When they actually said it in the book, I didn't really pay much attention while they were reading it. I was like, huh. Vindicator says this match is too long. It's been 14 plus minutes.
Oh, it's been well over that. We're at 20 minutes and 40 seconds when I started to talk.
Mm-hmm. Robbie says, hello, you definitely do, Ayla. It shows. It looks like Robbie thinks calling me a hobbit is insulting. I know, right? Yeah, Robbie's like, Ayla, I'm not small in other areas.
Wah, wah.
It looks like you have man bobs, Ayla. Robbie, it looks like you have man bobs, Robbie. That's funny. Walter like Danielson, shake it off, get back in this cool blood on AEW. Yes. Robbie's like, decent match so far. Liar. Lies, Robbie, lies. Robbie's like, Ayla thinks I give her crap is funny. Ayla's like, potatoes. I was like, no, Ayla. Walter's like, Daphne is the best on WWE 2K22. Yeah, with all the moving that we've been doing, sorry I haven't really gotten to play for you guys. I'm sure you guys are missing all of it.
Garcia's sitting on his back.
As Ayla says, Robbie, I don't actually care what you care about.
The Dragon Tamer. Oh! Daniel, gonna go for that crossface. There he goes. He's positioned him right in the center.
Ew, gross. He's got him all positioned.
He's propositioning him. Referee took his gloves off as he was counting.
Robbie's like, Ayla, it's you that always starts this crap. Laughing, and Ayla's like, Robbie, I'd let you know if I was actually upset. And Robbie's like, same as me, Ayla.
He almost got him right there.
Crazy says the label lock.
The label lock.
What the fuck is that?
The label lock?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember who does that.
Is it a steamboat move?
No. It's somebody that's modern does it, and I just can't think of who it is. Label lock.
Yeah, that says, whatever you say, I assume is a joke. We're good, you short freak.
Oh, it's kicking off tonight. That trios tournament.
Yeah, the trios tournament. Yep. Still to come tonight. Trios Championship Tournament quarterfinal. Mm-hmm. What? Oh. Oh, look. They're tumbling over each other and holding hands at the same time. How gross. And they're man panties. So disgusting. They're both wearing man panties. He can't even get up. He's like, I can't even get up. So he is going to use his head.
He's headbutting him in the shoulder. That can't feel good.
In the chest. So instead of kicking him...
Now he's going to stomp on his head.
Okay, the other one stomped on him a while. He's like, well, you know what? I don't have enough concussions. I know what I should do. I should take my head and beat it into your chest. Does that sound like a great idea? I think it does.
We are at 25 minutes in 3, 2, 1 now. 25 minutes.
So amazing.
Now he's elbowing him right in the top of the head. That can't feel good on your elbow.
These peaches were definitely better than the other peaches.
I knew a stripper named Peaches.
Sweet. That's a really good name for a stripper. Almost as good as Candy.
Yeah. Candy wasn't good for you, though. Peaches have nutrients. There it is. Oh, that's the label lock. So it's his move.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
somebody
he's
said
digging
it.
his hands in there.
Crazy says. Brian Danielson's Yes Lock was originally named the Label Lock.
Right. That'll hurt your neck.
No more peaches.
Garcia is about ready to either tap or he's just going to pass out, but it's over. It's over.
So he did win this time.
26. Look at that.
26 minutes.
26 minutes on the dot. Not 26:01. 26 minutes.
What a boring thing to have happen on my TV.
That's cool. 26 minutes exactly.
Right?
They didn't plan that.
Not at all. He was like, whatever you say, I say. Oh, I read that. Robbie says, yeah, we good, Ayla. As good as onions on a burger. And Ayla's like, that's actually good, Robbie. Right? I know. I really want onions on a burger. Like, I don't know. I think that Robbie hasn't had a good burger. Maybe he doesn't like beef, though. That's probably why he's never had a good burger. But a mushroom Swiss burger with
They're still trying to play up
onions?
Garcia. Garcia's
Great.
done. Please be the last time that they ever put him on TV again.
Excuse me.
Let's move forward.
That's how I feel about Daniel Garcia's person.
They've both beat each other twice now.
Yeah, so let it be what it is. And done. Moving on. Thank goodness.
Hey, what'd you do last year? Oh, I main evented WrestleMania. What'd you do this year? Oh, I went 2 out of 3 with Daniel Garcia. I won. Like, so
Who
you
the
had the
fuck
worst.
is Daniel
You had the
Garcia?
worst year ever. No, seriously, he main evented WrestleMania. Lost, but so did
Yeah.
Edge.
Grossness. Yeah. Yeah, Ayla.
And now he's in there with, 26 minutes with Daniel Garcia.
Right? Oh, and he got hit by Jericho, the wizard.
Oh, it's Jericho.
You're a wizard. Look at his boots. You have to know it's him. It's not
Oh,
Michael
look.
Jackson.
Oh, God. Jericho, please just beat the shit out of him.
Smack him in the face.
Jericho's got a broken nose.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's broken?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. What'd you say to me?
They need to
Sup?
kick him out of that group. The JS, better without him. Now he's turning babyface after
The
that.
non-baby face beat him? That's weird. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's happening.
No, he was the heel, and he lost to the babyface. Now he's a babyface. Now they're both babyfaces, and Jericho's the heel.
Oh, yeah. It's so strange. Anyways, but yeah, Ayla, burger does sound good. Like I said, a mushroom Swiss burger. Yes. Caramelized onions on it. Sounds delicious. We're having some strange soup with freaking cod. I want to not be alive. Ew, gross.
Sounds delicious.
I would totally just not eat. I'd be like, yeah, I'm sick. I might throw up. Ew, barf. Walter says, Danielson, use your moves. And Robbie says, oh, who's making that combo for you, Ayla? And Ayla's like someone who pretends she can cook. Walter says, Garcia tap. Robbie's like, D is a master of the LaBelle lock. Walter says, Brian won that. What a match. Robbie says, oh, who you, Ayla? Ayla's like, no, Robbie, no. I have confidence I can cook at least enough.
Oh, look, they're both back there. They haven't done shit.
Who are they?
Ooh, Private Party?
Oh, them. I haven't seen them for like 20 years. I forgot who they were.
Isiah Kassidy and then Marq Quen.
Ew, elders, gross. Don't age yourself, dude. I was like, I have had some banging burgers of late. Yum, burgers. It was like, I hate cod.
Whoa,
The
Keith Lee
whitefish in general is
isn't
disgusting.
talking like this.
Oh, he didn't? He talked like
No,
normie?
he talked quick.
Weird.
There's some gum.
I guess they decided he didn't want to be his limitless self. You got to talk a little faster to get your shit out before they take you off the air. And Robbie's like, hello, your husband then, Ayla? And Ayla's like, no, his mom. Robbie's like, you ever moving out of your mother-in-law's, Ayla? Walter says, Jericho gets mad as always. Yes, he does, Walter. He gets mad a lot. It was like not looking like it. I thought we'd be in by September, but looks like that's not happening. Film says Brian Danielson lost 2, and Brian Danielson didn't lose.
Well, he's lost before, but...
Well, he lost before, but he didn't lose this time.
He did. He won 2 of the 3. He won the last 2.
He won the whole match, bud. He won that one. And did he just turn his back on Jericho? Daniel Garcia did.
Yes.
It was like, I'm not going to eat. I'll gag. Film's like, why did Brian win? Robbie's like, hopefully beginning of next year, then Ayla. Vindicator says, I bet Swerve is secretly happy that Hit Row is employed again with his old bosses.
Possibly.
Robbie's like, D, you should practice the LaBelle lock on Travis. Should I?
Don't try this at home.
Looks like we have a fan of Chris Benoit in the chat. Anyways, Chris is in the chat. Hello. He says hello. Ayla says, I'm hopeful, Robbie. I'm stressed out being here as long as I have. Walter says, okay, it's raining. My cable went out. Tell me whose match is next. Did they say whose match was next?
No, but it could be that Private Party one. Unless that was next week, but it looked like it was coming up.
They haven't really specified very many matches, Walter, but we still have that trios match coming up, and we'll see who the guest, whoever is going to be. So we'll see on that. Robbie says, does your mother-in-law set a lot of rules? Popeye is back in the chat saying that gonna work for some vibrators, are you? That's good for you. Vindicator is like, the FTW belt needs to be taken off the air permanently. Put it with a 24/7 belt in a flaming trash barrel.
Right.
It means absolutely nothing. I figured once they put it on Hook and like Taz is not doing any of that stuff anymore, that it would just be a dead thing and he would just hang it up and just move on with their lives.
Right, and they're probably defending it over on Rampage. I don't know
if
that's their plan or whatever, but that's where Hook usually is.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, but it's still weird. Ayla's like, oh, Robbie, not so much rules, just her Priscilla, no mind clash hard. Robbie says Daniel Garcia will be better off without Chris J. And Robbie's like, I can imagine Allin. Ayla's like, not to mention I'm 30 living with in-laws. After living in my house place for years, it's just annoying not having space. I want to live in my house. And Sophie's in the chat for a minute. Hey, Sophie.
John Moxley attacked him.
Is he okay? Has he been drinking in the back?
Maybe he could be drunk.
John Moxley, you're not supposed to be drinking. Why are we having more talking?
He wants Punk.
Oh, for God's sakes, this is fucking stupid. So, if it says, hi, how's the show going so far?
It's okay.
Well, we survived.
We've had one match.
We survived the match of where I wanted to slit my wrists, and I didn't, so I survived that at least. Crazy says, I'll always remember that one Jimmy Kimmel, Chris Benoit joke at Flavor Flav's roast. I don't know it.
I don't know that.
Walter's like, Young Bucks send their partner for the win. Ayla says, although I'm in a diaper-free house now, so that's cool. Nappies for them UK folks. Oh, cool. Both of them are pretty much potty trained now, huh? I know you were having some problems with Ozzy.
Moxley, so they're playing this up this whole time. They've already done this once. Now they're doing it again. Punk did come out. So they're ending the first hour how they started the first hour. With a 25-minute, 26-minute match in between.
Rob is like, John Moxley from behind, see him drunk, gonna get brucked up.
They should call it a rehab match.
Right. They've both been in it.
The loser has to go back to rehab.
They both should just go to rehab and never come out. Robbie's like, drunk can't run well. He kind of
he kind of leaned his head forward and ran. It was weird. Why is Cesaro out there?
He's part of their little Blackpool group, and he's packing him off like a sack of flour.
He's a very strong human being.
Yeah, he's literally has picked him up multiple times off the ground and then carried him off.
Walking out.
Film's like, so I guess we're getting one women's match. Are we getting a women's match?
Yes, I think so. I think we're getting somebody I've never seen before, and Toni Storm. I can't remember the girl's name.
Crazy says, yeah, I don't think you want to hear that joke, LOL. I have a cruel sense of humor, so I laughed. I'm sorry.
There's nothing that can offend me, so I like jokes.
I don't know if I really consider it. Ayla's like, I am potty trained now. Are you? That's good. I'm glad to know that you're potty trained as well. You aren't wearing your diapers anymore. I thought I said Ozzy, but maybe I said Ayla.
There's going to be a face-to-face meeting next week on Wednesday. All of a sudden, Garcia matters. Should make sure it's to say Garcia's life matters. Oh, there's Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat. Oh, is he?
They're bringing Steamboat in to be his mentor. Oh, okay. Danielson.
Oh, goody. Nobody likes him. Film's like, with honesty, I'm not going to be interested in that women's match. In other words, no armpit time here. Robbie's like,
you're going to get beat up, dude.
Oh, Lord.
Big chop right to the chest. From Hawaii. The Steamboat.
Look at him now, guys. Yes, we see you're old. It's cool. Alrighty.
Varsity. I thought it said thirsty.
Oh, why are they all thirsty? That's gross. Robbie's like, they both probs have a liter of vodka in their bag, right? Rory says, what's up, everyone? Not much. Rory, how are you doing? Film says, I'm probably sure that show's going to end up getting a 7.8 out of 10. Honestly, I expected more. It was like, I'm a big girl, haha, so Ozzy is having a harder time than Indigo is, and he just picked it up. Yeah, I was wondering, I knew that you were trying to get Ozzy there, but he was kind of having some, issues, like he'd be okay, and then he'd have some setbacks and stuff. So, but are you saying you're saying that no diapers, as in like he's just wearing like pull up type things, and you're not considering those diapers, or what?
He was in underwear the other day.
Nice. Robbie says, Ricky, what he really gonna do? Sit the F down. Dee has a liter of vodka in her bag. I don't.
I feel like the Guns, their jackets just wouldn't keep you warm.
Pretty boring. Their jackets?
Yeah, neither jacket would keep you warm. They took them off up there, but you can see them over here. See it?
Wow, he only has one arm for his jacket.
Yeah, and the other guy.
And it's got half of it cut out. That's pretty sad.
Now watch the back of this guy's, the Colton's. See it?
That's just silly.
They're not practical.
They're not practical. Then here's this old man Steamy. Travis, I think old man Jericho was Ricky's last opponent.
That's awesome.
Vindicator
Is he going to do the Steamboat's last match? Well,
Right.
that's it.
It's done.
Something weird happened. I don't know what just happened, but it was like less than a minute. Brian Pillman just picked his buddy up by the hair and dragging him out.
Yeah.
It's very weird. They're looking behind them like they're going to get jumped or something.
Oh, gross. This is just sad and dumb.
Stokely Hathaway.
Vindicator's like, Travis, did you like Steamboat matches with Ric Flair?
Yeah, absolutely. Those were fantastic. Oh, look at that! The boys attacked their Faja. Anne Hathaway's father came out, started all sorts of chaos. Old Stokely Hathaway.
They're beating up their own dad? That's kind of weird.
Oh, here comes the Acclaimed.
So they're
gonna
going to
help
the
Dad.
old man?
He needed to come out rapping. Listen. Listen.
As he's running. Listen.
I'm going to run my ass to the ring.
As he's running to the
Are
ring.
you listening? They took out their own Faja.
Their Faja. They got rid of their Faja.
Father.
Ayla says, I just took the diapers away from him. Cold turkey. Nope. Underwear. He pees in the toilet fine, no accidents, but the other, nope, he's stubborn. So he'll poop his pants.
He just shitting himself.
He's just shitting his pants.
It's like an old person.
He's like your brother. There's the scissoring of your weirdness. Oh my God, so gross.
Scissor me, daddy.
Too creepy for me. I can't handle the creepy of it. It's so creepy. Anyways, I remember when Jacob pooped his pants all the time. But he was like, 12.
He was 9. But yeah.
Close enough. It's creepy. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like it at all. Crazy says, well, the joke was to Flav was that Chris Benoit is better father than Flav. That's funny. Ernest
That's
Bell.
funny.
Ernest Bell in the chat. Hey, Ernest says, what I missed. What did he miss?
You missed the Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson match that lasted 26 minutes.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Jon Moxley been out here twice tonight trying to fight each other. And that was the first hour. And then we kind of started that second hour. And we had the Varsity Blondes come down and wrestle the Gun Club. And then the Guns turned on their father after winning the match in like 10 seconds. They pinned Griff Garrison. And then Stokely Hathaway came down and he left, obviously, but he's the one that got them to turn on their dad. And then the Acclaim came down, and that's where we're at.
Yep.
Acclaim came down and saved badass Billy Gunn.
Yep. And we're still waiting for the Trios Championship match to happen, which is the Young Bucks and a opponent we don't know.
A mystery opponent.
A mystery opponent, and what's their faces? Roosh and Andrade
and Roosh and
that other guy.
The other one? I can't even remember who it was.
The mask one. He has a mask on.
But anyways, and we have Tony Storm going one-on-one with another lady.
Yeah, some woman that we don't know.
That doesn't wrestle on Wednesdays usually.
Yeah. Bobby says, nah, D disguising her vodka for a water, LOL. Right. Vindicator says, now, Dalitha, her bottle have made me thirsty for some HO. Dalitha, you should get some product placement royalty from that water company. Ching ching. That water company is the well water from my dad's house.
Ching ching.
So I don't know how much of a royalty I would get. Robbie says, oh, do you not impressed tonight with AEW? Film says, no, they turned heel on their own dad. Robbie says, Vin, it's not water, it's vodka. Film's like, no. And it's like, I'd beat up my dad, but I just end up beating up all the Hispanic men around his age. Walter says, Gun Club turned on their father, Billy. And Bryce is like, what? Oh, no, they did it? Robbie's like, this AEW is so random, like D is a lot of the time. Yeah, it's very random. And Vindicator says, Robbie, you think Dalitha is drunk? Is that how she is getting through this AEW premium programming? It was like, yep, Dalitha just poops his pants. Poor kid. Chelsea did too for a long time. I didn't do that, so I don't know why they did. And Aussie is 4. Yeah, I know he's 4. I'm pretty sure at some point, hopefully, he'll stop, right? Because school and stuff. I take it he's going back to preschool stuff here starting up soon. Next week. I take it. So at some point, he's going to have to learn to not poop your pants.
Shit in the toilet.
Walter's like, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday, 8 p.m. for SmackDown. Bye, Walter. It says, night, Walter. And Bryce says, wow, so they turned their backs on Billy Gunn. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Vindicator says, later, Walter, who is not at all Gunther. And Robbie's like, yeah, D hides her drunkenness very well. Do I?
Not when she's drunk.
Pretty sure that when I was drunk, you guys noticed. Pretty sure you noticed that.
I think we're just a few days away. I think we're like a little over 16 days away from the next pay-per-view. Which means that we're a little over 17 days away from the next AEW pay-per-view. Because they're back-to-back, September 3rd and 4th.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I can't believe that summer's almost over.
That's sad.
Wake me up when September rains.
The very best that Britain has ever produced.
Britain.
Britain.
Great Britain.
Britain. So, you know how I thought I only got bit once? I got bit like 3 times on my toes. 4 if you count the one on the back of my leg. But yeah, one there.
Did it happen at your dad's house?
No, here.
I've never been bit in our bed.
And the one there. And one there. And then one right down here on the side of it.
Was it outside, maybe?
No, it was in bed.
I've never been bitten.
Whatever, you have too.
Not in bed.
Yes, you did. That one time, and you were like, oh my God, look, I got
lived here for 9
bit.
years.
And you showed me.
9 years.
You had like a
Never
big
been
old bite on your leg, and it like got all gross.
Probably happened in the pool. Remember when that one spider attacked me because it was trying to save itself? It was
With your
drowning.
leg? Your leg was down in the pool.
It was around my waist, and it was one of those hobilius, the hobos, and he like was trying to save himself from drowning, so he was biting me to like get out of the water. He bit me like 12 times. Remember that? It was
He didn't
this
bite your
whole
leg.
hip area.
Yes, I know where that one. I'm talking about the leg one that like got all gross and festered. It was disgusting. You don't remember that? It got all gross. It was all yucky looking.
No, yeah.
It was like, so if he qualifies for that same preschool, he'll go back. If not, he'll go to kindergarten when he's of age. What do you mean if he qualifies? What do you mean? What do you mean he has to qualify?
I don't know. Why don't you talk to her about it not on the air? Maybe she doesn't want to talk about that stuff. It's personal. I'm just saying she might not want it out there.
Well, then she can text me, and she can say, "Hey, I texted you." Robbie's like, Billy Gunn could not believe it was if that was funny. Vindicator says, "How come Pac never defends his belt? He is getting that Oscar championship treatment."
Yeah, right. Either that or they do it not on TV, or it's on Rampage or Dark or one of those.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that, but it's weird.
So he wore it anyway. Never wear this shirt on TV ever again.
What shirt?
His shirt that he had. Christian Cade's a pussy.
Oh.
That shirt hit the nail on the head. This guy's terrible at promos. Think about how great his dad would have been on promos.
It says, "I'm hoping he'll get the point and use the toilet like a normal member of society." Right? I was like, Dee sounded like a Karen with her British accent. Robbie,
Like
don't talk about things you don't know anything about.
He's got his dad's eyes, but he must have everything else his mom's. But you could see his dad's eyes, like just like his eyelids and eyebrows.
So you'd have to have his hair cut off to know if he looks a little bit more like his dad. Because the long hair kind of throws it off.
Like, you can see his dad in his eyes.
Yeah.
But that's the only place I see it.
Crazy's like Travis is secretly Spider-Man.
Right.
Robbie says Jungle Boy and Cage. Janela says, so that preschool is for kids that are speech delayed like Ozzy. He graduated from speech therapy, so he might not get in. Regular pre-K is insanely expensive, and it's not mandatory. Well, maybe they'll still, even though he graduated from speech therapy stuff, maybe they'll still keep him in there so he can kind of grow some more in his speech development, which would be good for him, actually, to put him around kids that talk.
You don't look like that.
His forehead does.
That's what I'm saying. You can
He has
see
a
it
ginormous
you
forehead.
can see it in his eyes, but that it doesn't exist.
He doesn't, well, I don't know. He has his dad's chin, too. So I don't know. It's hard. Robbie's like, LOD. Laughing. What's wrong with Jungle Boy's hair? Do you want curly locks like him? What the fuck,
Looking
dude?
like a lion.
Nobody said anything about wanting his hair or anything like that, Robbie. We were talking about his dad. His dad is a famous actor in the States.
Right.
So I said, maybe if he had short hair, you could see that he looks more like his father than what he looks like with his long hair. Nobody said anything about wanting the dumbass's hair. Unless it's you, which I'm sure you want his hair. And you probably want to put it on a doll so that you can cuddle with it at night because that's all you know how to do, especially when you work in a loony bin. It was like, I'll put in an application at the end of August and see. He loved it, so I would like him to go back. Totally. Rob is like, oh, D Duffo wants curly locks. Are you fucking kidding me? No, thank you. Nope.
When you get out of the shower and you don't do anything with it and it goes... Poof.
Just a big rat's nest of crazy. Yeah, no thank you. But since Robbie's yakking about it so much, I'm guessing he's the jellyfish one. And he's like, I want it so bad. I'm going to portray it on everybody else.
I don't want to wrestle you. I want to fix it. Hey, they're going to be friends.
Oh, God.
They just want to cuddle and make up.
Yeah, oh, my God. Why are we seeing this? I thought there was supposed to be wrestling on today, you guys. All I've seen so far is a lot of stupid talking.
Oh, Christian. But yeah, we've only had 2 matches, and one of them was like 10 seconds. He didn't have a father, so he's probably really desperate for that male attention. I don't know if men do that.
I don't know if they do that or not. Do they?
There. Give him a big hug. Give him a big hug.
Robbie, stop talking out of your ass. Are you literally bending over and using your asshole to type on your phone right now? I think you are.
Like a hemorrhoid?
I think so. Ravi is technically a hemorrhoid. Yes, Travis, thank you. Now we know what Ravi really is. A hemorrhoid.
Oh, Jungle
especially
Boy
with his
attacking
comments.
his own father figure.
Oh, no.
This is brutal.
He's like, you can never take the place of my real daddy. Ravi said, you said you wanted more storyline on AEW. Exactly. That's Ravi's hemorrhoid talking. Film's like, don't do it, Jungle Boy. It's a trick. I think he figured it out, Film, but good looking out for him, buddy.
Little thrust kick.
Chris Akane is in the chat. Hey, Chris Akane says, hey, Travis Indy. Hey, Chris. How's it going, man? Yeah, this is Travis. I don't care if these people know stuff. It's not really that personal. Yeah. I try to keep it as generic as possible. Crazy says, how are we supposed to ever take him serious when his name is Jungle Boy?
I know.
Robbie's like, LOL,
Jungle
with
Man.
a hella disrespect. Dude, you asked for it. You totally asked for it. You pick.
The boy
poke
blunder.
and poke until I have to be extremely mean to you. Film's like, yes, Jungle Boy, yes. Film's like, no problem, Miss D.
He's the boy blunder.
Hey, Ravi's hemorrhoid talking.
Oh, he stomped
Ravi's
out
just
that
a
arm.
talking hemorrhoid at this point. Oh my God, what's he gonna do?
He's just slamming him into the
Oh,
stairs.
he's breaking him. Oh, poor guy. He's gonna have PTSD tomorrow.
Yeah, lots of it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna survive.
And more security.
And more commercial breaks.
Security better be getting paid overtime in this one. They've been used 3 times. Especially that long-haired one.
The long-haired freak. Just kidding. Robbie's like, D, would you wear that pink suit jacket? No. Not because of the color, but because of the cut. I don't like the cut of it. Looks terrible.
What are we talking about?
What's his face's jacket?
Oh.
Christian Cage's jacket. See, it's like a wine kind of color. It's not really pink. It's more of a, I don't know what you call that, magenta. Wine magenta. I don't like the cut of it, so I would never wear it.
So cool.
The color of it's fine, but the cut of it, no. I will pass. Now, something that looks like buttholes.
Ew.
Right? Well,
Veggie
they'll
sausages.
it's gross.
What am I trying to see? What are you
Buttholes designs.
Oh, the canvas?
The butthole designs.
Why do you keep saying butthole?
Because it'll show up, I'm sure. They look like buttholes.
Psoriatic arthritis.
Why does Taco Bell think that they should make breakfast? Here. Look, see? Look, he's designing buttholes. There's buttholes everywhere. They're like, you can design them
You're
for
like
free.
a 12-year-old boy. Look.
Buttholes.
Lightsabers, they're called buttholes.
Chris says, has Ricky the Dragon Steamboat came out yet? Yes, you missed him.
He was the guest timekeeper for the Daniel Bryan and Garcia match.
Yeah.
Garcia.
And then he went into the back and, like, went into Jericho's face and, like, told him he was a loser.
And then he chopped the guy that hangs out with Jericho right across the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Not Menard, but the other one. I don't know the 2 guys that were together in
Right.
the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Dash or pass. Robbie says, what's wrong with the cut? Does it not suit your curves? It's a men's jacket cut. No, it doesn't. Just like if well, I don't know. You're kind of femmy, so a ladies' cut would probably suit you just perfect. Vindicator's like, Travis, so which Shield member has been the most impressive world champion in their career? Moxley, Rollins, or Reigns?
Reigns, Roman. Like, clearly ahead of the other
Impressive?
He's been champion for over a year.
Is that impressive, though?
Last time he got pinned or got beat that I'm aware of was Baron Corbin in like 19 or something. I guess it could have been 20, but I think it was 19.
Yeah.
And it's on the main roster. Like, that's kind of a big deal, too. Like, it's not Walter in NXT taking time off because of COVID. Being champion. I'm talking like he's a champion on the main show, on a main channel, on a main company.
Right. I think it'd be annoying to have to carry around all those belts all the time.
It'd be dumb.
Like 3 of them? Jesus. Like, that'd be just annoying.
Oh, here it is. The dames.
It's Kylan King. She's a high-level independent promotions during her time away from AEW. I guess she used to be here and then left. I don't know. I've never seen her before in my entire career of watching this. And if I have chosen not to remember her because she looks like poo. Rob is like, hello, Defo D. I knew it. And Chris says, FTR, baby. Rob's like, so who's winning the Cage Jungle Boy feud?
Jungle Boy. Obviously, they're going to push the younger kid. Obviously, Christian could get a win in there to prolong it. But if it comes to, if they want to end it at the pay-per-view, then Jungle Boy walks away. And Jungle Boy's going to win it at the pay-per-view anyway. Yeah, she looks like a witch. All right, there's the bell.
Jeez.
You just need that cackle.
It's
right.
like Robbie couldn't get away with a sundress. Maybe a romper or a jumpsuit.
Just a 1 count right there by Kylan.
I was like, oh yeah, he looks like stunning, Robbie. Do a turn on the catwalk. As Chris says, Quadzilla.
It is old Quad. She has lost quite a bit of weight.
Her very long torso that she has. It's creepy.
And her dumps like a truck.
And Kylan King, I guess, is 6'1". Interesting.
She's very, very tall. I didn't know if she's 6 foot.
According to what they just said of her, she is. Vinegar says, I'm okay with watching Tony compete against an unattractive woman, long as it's not Britt Baker, Charlotte, or Carmella.
Yeah, well, those aren't unattractive women. So, there's that.
I don't know, but Carmella's really not that attractive. Her face is just not. It's sad.
Your face is like 1/16 of you.
Her horse face. And this lady has a horse face, too. She has long faces. Long face syndrome. Ravi says, Ayla, if you get me it was like Cage Lathan, and I'll pick out something super stylish for you. Awesome. We need to know his measurements, Ayla. We'll buy it on Shein and send it to him in
Tony's
the UK.
lower back. And again into the guardrail.
Hopefully he'll take pictures. His romper. Ew, picture.
Tony Storm laid out on the outside.
Ew, gross.
I know they started this show out with a little bit of a tribute to this House of Dragons. So maybe that's all they're doing. I thought maybe they would do like a special peek.
Right.
Sneak peek.
Ayla, I have a horse face. No, you don't. Your face is not that long. It's not that long. Robbie says nothing cheap from China. It has to be cheap from China. It's all I can afford. I'm poor. China. The Chinese chicken.
Had a drumstick. My brain starts digging.
Yep.
Watching X-Files with no lights on. Donna Maison. Wow, the Smoky Man's in this one. Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting red.
Then it says AEW may set a record with obnoxious picture-in-pictures tonight. Yay for Tony Khan, man.
He's doing something different over there, and it's not as entertaining. Like, tonight's match is like a Raw.
It's like so bad.
And it might be because there's been a lot of talking.
Right, and not good talking either. It's not like it's, oh, wow, they're talking and stuff. It's like, they're talking.
We're almost there, though. We're on the last 35 minutes. That's probably, what, 2 matches?
Mm-hmm.
How long they last.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Robbie says, you might look good with Chinese clothes. Just because they're made in China doesn't mean they're designed there.
Yeah, you got to get those little Chinese kids working on their clothes.
They have to support their families. You don't understand.
They have to buy their freedom when they're 30.
Yes. And then die when they're 35. Crazy says Big Trouble in Little China. And
Good
Chris
show.
Akane says China. I love China. I said we went to China. China all the time. China. It's great, Chris, and kind of creepy at the same time.
Kind of China.
It was like sweatshops.
Like One Night in China. It's a porno with China.
That sounds gross and weird.
I think that's what it's called. I could be getting that from One Night in Paris, which is porno.
Isn't it all porno at this point? All of it. All of it's the pornness. Porn. I was like, you can't say that about sweatshop kids in China. What? That they're making money for their families? Why not?
They make like a nickel
What's wrong
a week.
with that? Are you telling me that they don't make money? It's rude. Just making a living. What's your problem? Crazy's like new. Nah, X-Pac in China video was called One Night in China.
Yeah, there it is.
It was like, Ravi, why? Exactly. The questions we all want answered right now. Anyways, we're back from picture in picture.
I didn't know X-Pac was in that. I've actually never seen it. I've just seen a picture or two of it. Because her clitoris looked like a penis.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's gross.
Seriously?
Look it up. Google it.
I don't want to. Thanks. I don't want to know anything about it. I was like the last bit about dying at 35. Well, I don't know that for real. Maybe they live until they're 92. I don't live in China. Do you know, Robbie? Do you, know things that happen there or something?
Look at King. Slams her down. Her back is just getting trashed tonight.
It was like they work hard and fast. And Chris was like Chinatown, and it was like, don't they? I have no idea. Figured it was like people who worked in coal mines. You know?
They work hard and fast.
Well, that and they die young because, they have something happen to
Got
them.
the black lung.
They got the black lung. Still, it's little kids in sweatshops. They probably have threader's lung or something.
Yeah. Lots of fabric up in it.
They got threader's lung. They have to inhale all those fabric pieces. Poor kids.
Here comes that ass. Or hip.
I was like, you seem to know. I know nothing. And it looks like your hemorrhoid seems to know exactly.
Call
Robbie.
that one the saddlebag.
Robbie talking with his hemorrhoids again. As Robbie says, Tony Storm, another crybaby. What? She just won.
6 minutes, 45 seconds later,
But
Tony
she probably
Storm
could
is
cry
the winner.
about it. She was weird like that, so. So Thunder Rosa was happy, but not. She's like, yay for you, and then didn't really care.
We're at about 32 minutes and 55 seconds in match time.
Wow, 32 minutes out of a 2-hour show. It's a good thing they used all those talking segments. Wouldn't been able to know what wrestling really was. That's terrible. That's terrible.
We're really strong, and you guys are as weak as shit.
Weak as shit. Yeah, that.
Boom.
Bobby says, Ayla would see your doctor about your hemorrhoids. Ew. Ayla, you better be dragging Ravi to the doctor.
Penelope
so
Ford
we can see your
is back. I haven't seen her in a minute. That'll be a good match. I'd like to watch that.
Yes. Like, and point at him and be like, see, this is the hemorrhoid that I was talking about. Your doctor would be so confused. What? And then you'd have to show him the chat and be like, see, this is why he's a hemorrhoid. It looks like their little fingers fall off so they can't work anymore. That's sad. It's terrible. Or I was like, D and Ayla ruthless in the chat. Chris was like, yeah.
Now their back's going to hurt because
Consumerism.
they're doing yard duty.
Right. Now their backs are going to give out on them.
You don't have hands? It's all right.
You don't have fingers? That's fine.
You can still shovel. Use your thumbs.
You need fingers. It looks like you need me to take you to the doctor? I don't know, Robbie. Isn't your healthcare free? Take yourself. I ain't paying $10,000 for your ointment. Chris says, LOL, Sony Kiss and Parker dynamic is concerning. A little bit.
It's
a little
definitely
concerning.
different.
Robbie says, Ayla, can you push them back in for me? It's like, can't one of your friends help you out? Just ask for those crazy people that you have to deal with. You know, I'm sure they'd be more than willing to help you.
You guys, main event time.
Oh, wow, we finally made it to the main event. Yay. They're actually going to do some wrestling. Not more talking. That's good. It's always a plus. I was like, nah, you, Ayla, you have the magic hands. Ew, gross, Robbie.
You've got
Why
the
don't you just have your
magic
mommy do it for you?
in me.
Technically, you can't push anything in because, Ravi, you are a walking hemorrhoid. As in, you are the hemorrhoid. Do you understand that? There's no pushing anything back into anything.
Dragon Lee.
With Jose, the assistant. Oh, good. The assistant's there. I was worried he wouldn't show up.
World Trios champs.
Weird. All right.
It's about ready to happen. We're going to get the Young Bucks out next. Nick and Matt, where are they coming? Who is it going to be?
Who is it going to be? I can't wait for the surprise of who. Their special guest is going to be for their team.
Who?
Here it is. The surprise is going to happen. Dying to see who it is. Dying.
Hornswoggle.
Who's back there?
Brandon Cutler.
The Young Bucks. Crazy says it's Diamond Dallas Page. Oh, yeah? Is that who it's going to be?
DDP. He's doing yoga in the back.
Let's do this. I was like, do you love surprise? Oh, totally. Chris was like, Kenny? I don't know. I haven't seen who it is yet.
So
Maybe it's nobody.
Kenny comes down, and then the Elite or whatever. What's the other group? Undisputed. They come down, interfere, cost them the match, and then they wrestle it, the pay-per-view.
Maybe it is Brandon.
No, he's giving somebody a piece of paper.
First times. Who's it going to be? Announcer dude.
Hopefully he can read. That'd be awkward. It's Kenny. It's Kenny Omega! Kenny Omega is back.
Everybody in the audience seemed to know. They all had their signs ready.
Right. Where's the girls with the sweepers?
Maybe he's not going to have his sweeping girls. Maybe he's going to do something
You
different.
know, another good thing they could do with the storyline is have the other guys beating him up in the back. There he is.
Oh, he brought his weirdo people with him. Weirdo guy.
Oh, God. Don Castle or Caslin or whatever his name was.
Yeah, that guy.
Kenny Omega with the fireworks display.
The bad news is Don Callis is with him.
Callis, that's it.
Thank you so much, JR, for giving us the spoils on that one. Exactly.
No, he's not coming down to the ring with him, though.
As he shouldn't. It's creepy. Let's see. Sophie says to be HBOX announced that they are going to purge over 40 titles, including 20 originals. Purge them, huh? That's sad. It looks like it's Robbie trying to get someone to play with his butthole. Gross, Robbie. Robbie said that he would enjoy that. And it was like, no. Sophie's like, is it true that AEW Dynamite tonight has a lot of commercials like Raw used to do?
Yeah, but they do picture-in-picture.
Robbie's like, Dee spoiled the surprise before it happened. Thanks, Dee. Wasn't me. Travis already guessed that it was going to be Kenny Omega. He guessed it over a week ago.
Guessed it like a month ago.
Yeah. Long time ago. He has like a weird brace on his arm. Kind of
Yeah, he's had a few surgeries, so. Omega's back! And there's
Can
gonna
he
be
not
some
lift his arm
trouble.
up?
Ayla,
That's weird.
Ayla. Kenny's back.
I don't know if he can do anything with his arm. Like, he wasn't lifting it and doing stuff, so it's kind of weird. Weird. Vindicator's like longest intro ever, so KO got that. I hope the other KO gets an even longer one on Raw next week.
Yeah, he did a lot of talking this week, so.
Robbie's like, Dee, don't blame Travis.
She
Robbie,
throws me under the
why
bus.
would I blame him when he is the one who actually did guess that Kenny Omega would probably be back for the trios thing? It's the only thing that would make sense, he said. You weirdo. So he's in today's report.
This is the little brother of Roos. This Dragon Lee.
Oh, the Bull's little brother. Anyways, Sophie's like, in today's report, someone from WWE Talent Relations called an AEW superstar to offer them a return. Oh, cool.
It's not necessarily true. Well, all we know is that they contacted him. They could have said, hey, are you under contract? Oh, okay. Then we can't talk
Hey,
to
are
you.
you having macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight?
We don't know exactly what was said. We don't even know who the superstar was.
Chris says Omega versus Punk should have been at All Out. Ayla says Travis spoils everything.
He does, especially milk.
Sophie says Sasha Banks' car got broken into this week.
That's awesome. Couldn't have happened to a better person.
Robbie says, Dee wishes she was one of the broomstick girls.
The clean sweeps.
They weren't even out there, and no, I don't think
No, they weren't. We didn't have the clean sweeps. Kenny Omega.
We don't
He
even know if
doesn't
he's going to do
necessarily
anything.
look like he's ready to wrestle with that brace on.
Yeah, it's very awkward and it's weird.
There it is. The tag. Look at the quick tag. Here he comes. Drops it down. He's one of the top 10 wrestlers in the world. In ring. He's not that great on the mic, but he does okay.
Film says Kenny Omega's back, baby. Yes, he is.
Did you see what he just did right there? Let's see if he does it here. Claude Van Damme, the guy that he would fight in Bloodsport. Mm-hmm. Remember how he would do his arm stuff?
Yeah.
Like and then do his move. Kenny was doing that.
Oh.
You'll see it here. I'll make sure that you'll see it.
Yeah. That's weird, but okay.
All right. Kenny's taking it right to Dragon Lee. Right here.
Bryce says,
Watch.
it's Kenny Omega.
Watch him.
Oh.
He looked just like you.
That's funny.
Chong Li. He said,
He's the bad guy.
well, they're also well, I don't know if they're the bad guys in this one or not. Drop toe. Kenny Omega. Very indie style wrestling, these three. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't hate it by any means, but it's very, very indie.
Right? Vindicator says, Travis, who do you think would win an unbiased fair match between Kenny Omega and Kevin Owens?
Probably Kenny Omega on that one. I was thinking you were going to name somebody great over like
Right?
Roman or Seth or Cody or
Right.
Kevin.
So he's like, Johnny Gargano is open to return to the WWE now with Paul in charge, and AEW also is interested in him. Yep, but I don't really care
I don't
about
understand why they would even bring him in, to be honest. But
I don't know why you'd be interested in him.
He has appealed to somebody. Somebody out there likes him. What's Jose doing? Oh, Kenny right in the back of the neck by the Rush Blanco Toro. Or Roosh, not Rush. Rush is the band.
Rush, the brushy Roosh. Weirdo. So he also is saying something about WWE thinks that Netflix could be interested in Raw and SmackDown at some point. Why?
I mean, think of the buys for Netflix if they want to spend that much money, and they have it, I would assume.
Right.
If they want to spend, $4 or $5 billion for both shows, they would get quite a few subscribers. $20-something a month, though, to watch just your daily wrestling.
Nah.
But they would have it all the time. Like, you could go back and watch all of them.
Right.
I mean, I would assume. But I don't know if they would do that because of Peacock. Maybe Netflix should just buy WWE. It's not a bad idea.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think it's weird, but.
Well, they're planning on doing a live thing, so that would be the way to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Do live sports, maybe bid on some football games too. Just not have them on at the same time. Don't have Monday Night Football.
Right. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Bryce Pitts is all about Kenny and wants him to go.
Kenny!
Bobby says, Ayla fish and soup, what a lovely dinner to be thankful to your mom-in-law. Did she put the heads in it too? Because it seems like that's
what the fuck
she would do.
No.
Fish head soup?
No. I love fish, but no.
Fish head soup.
I do cook them with their heads on if I cook them in like a frying pan in the woods. Mm-hmm. I don't cut their heads off. But I don't leave their heads on them very long.
Right. Ayla's like, yeah, George's already getting me something else. So, joke's on you, loser. Vindicator's like, I remember, Travis, you already said Roman would be Omega.
Yeah.
Robbie says, D is a weirdo, I'm convinced. Why am I a weirdo?
But if they ever do bring Omega in, they'd have to do it in the next 2 years. And I don't know how much money or how long his contract is, but if it does expire in the next 2 years and they bring him in, he could have some pretty good matches with Seth and AJ.
Right.
Finn Balor.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could put a title on him. And by then, you're going to have the Tommaso Ciampa as your 400-day champion or whatever.
Right. He could be a long-term champion.
Johnny Wrestling will destroy Roman Reigns in a squash match.
It's going to happen, guys. Chris says, well, the only reason I like Gargano is because of the way tag team in NXT. So he says, it will be interesting to see what WWE Superstar will want to go to AEW now. Bryce says Johnny Gargano
get fired.
Right, Johnny Gargano going to probably end up in WWE, not AEW. Robbie says, oh, no, the joke's on you, Ayla. And Vindicator says, well, Travis, who would win between Wardlow and McIntyre?
McIntyre. I mean, even if they brought McIntyre to AEW, he'd still win that one, I think. Because if they bring him in, he's going to be their big draw. By the way, I'm not a fan of McIntyre. I'm not a huge fan of McIntyre. I don't hate him, but not a huge fan.
So he says
Whoa!
WWE said that Netflix is only interested with Raw and SmackDown, not their pay-per-views, which is interesting.
Yeah, Netflix. That'd be cool if Netflix actually bought the network. I mean, for Netflix, not for us.
Right.
It's expensive.
Ayla says, I think it's dumb. I'm not paying that much extra for something I don't watch.
Well, you wouldn't pay extra for it. It would just be on.
Jonathan roars in the chat. Hey, Jonathan says, hey. And so he says if the WWE does go to Netflix at some point, they could get a lot more subscribers.
Well, for Netflix, not WWE, they'd lose. Their ratings would plummet.
Ayla says, no heads, delete that. I wouldn't be shocked if you wanted to try it. I heard this could make you lose weight.
Andrade's hurt. I don't know if, see his left arm?
Yeah.
He went to push somebody,
and
he didn't use it at all. And it doesn't look like he's...
It's kind of doing something a little bit with it, but not
see?
really.
See his left arm?
Yeah.
He's not using it, and it's not like part of the storyline not using it.
Right.
Because those guys, they still end up using it a little bit.
Right.
So hopefully he didn't tore a labrum or something. See, he's keeping it tucked.
Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, I did some work. Now I got to get out.
He's kind of holding himself up with it now.
Right.
So maybe it's just the stinger.
Maybe.
Oh, there, he wiped his hair.
So he did lift it above his head, so that's a good sign.
He's still got his elbow tucked, though, by his body.
Right.
It's definitely shoulder.
Something. That's weird. Vindicator's like, WTF moments from Travis are priceless. Yeah, I brought it out of him without somebody having a wardrobe malfunction. Chris says Omega versus Gunther, and Robbie says, yeah, it's pointless, Ayla, I agree. Jonathan says, sorry, WWE, Paul, AEW not going out of business no matter what wrestler you want for WWE.
Yeah, I think both programs are here to stay.
At least for a while longer. So he says, but they have to figure out their Peacock deal if they do make some sort of deal with Netflix. Who would win, Wardlow or Batista?
Will you, when you ask this question, will you put what company they're in?
Batista.
I know, but so WWE, if they wrestle in WWE, Batista walks through them.
Right.
But in AEW, I don't know why Batista's in there, but I'm still going to go with Batista on both, just because he's a movie star. And they would just be bringing him in for ratings.
Right. Film says it doesn't matter. WWE and AEW should live in peace, man. I mean, they got their CM Punk and we got our Cody Rhodes, so it's a win-win. So he says the Netflix talk all came from the quarterly report that was released yesterday from Nick Khan and Stephanie.
Yeah, I probably should go listen to that.
It says they definitely use that as an excuse to charge extra. Crazies like Batista, I say, Sophie. And Film says, hey, Ravi, what's up, dude? Good to see you here. So he says, did you hear Walmart Plus and Paramount made some sort of deal where you could get Paramount Plus for free?
Huh, no, that's pretty neat, though. Yeah, what Netflix could do to lower their price, and I think it would get more people, like maybe like a $12 one, is commercials.
Yeah.
Just have commercials, and then their premium one would be what it is now. But you could do a commercial one. So you could
Right.
still watch everything on there. You would just have commercials. And a lot of people would still join. And in their live stuff, they have to have the commercials anyway, so they're really not going to be losing anything.
Yeah, I guess.
And I feel like somebody would say, I'd watch Netflix for $10 if I had to watch commercials.
Yeah, maybe.
They'd be like 3-minute commercials, like 4 of them during a movie or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like during a half-hour program. I was like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Nah.
It's bad enough when they throw one in there, or they throw them in there at the end of what you're watching, and they like throw 4 of them in there, and you're just like, why are they so long?
Oh, the long ones? Yeah.
Oh
like
my God, but then they do like
that's
3
how
or
we
4
have,
of them.
What's that company we have? Hulu.
Hulu does it. It's so annoying. It's like, dude.
It's like, it literally will have a timer in the corner. It says like 4 minutes or something. You're like,
Well, that, and not only that, but they'll like tease you with the show, and you'll watch like 20 minutes of the show without commercials at all. And then all of a sudden there's a commercial, and then you'll watch 5 minutes of the show, and then there'll be a commercial. Then you'll watch 10 minutes of the show, and there'll be a commercial. And I'm like, what the fuck?
that's how they draw you in. Every
Every
time I get out, they draw me back in.
It's so weird. Robbie's like, Andrade looks fooked, and Sophie says Disney Plus is going to add commercials and a new tier near the end of the year. Robbie says Sophie stopped with the sales pitches, and Sophie says it must be hard to make a program for a streaming service. Doubtful, but...
I mean, I'm sure they hire people that do that.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like if you're a director that makes TV shows, they hire you. You know, they don't have just some guy that was sitting behind a desk. All right, go make a movie. They're like,
Like, we need you to make some new stupid streaming service thing for us. Get it together, Kenny. Get over there and make it up, Kevin.
I want it to be called this.
You two little bastards. Get your shit together and do what you're supposed to do.
Are you leaving us? There's like 6 minutes left. You're like, I'm out. Oh! So it looks like Andrade's toast, guys. Whatever's wrong with him is really wrong with him. And why they're keeping this match going, I have no idea. It could be causing some serious damage. Yeah, he can't even lift his arm up. That Snapdragon hurt him. Snapdragon. Everybody gets a Snapdragon. It's like the Oprah Winfrey show. If I could talk. Get the toothpick out of your mouth. Snapdragon.
Give it to him. Give him the Snapdragons.
Poor Andrade. You can just tell that he's like struggling.
Can't catch a break.
And now they're trying to throw him by his arm. And look at that reversal. Terrible.
That's weird.
Well, this dragon's fighting everybody. Lee Dragon. Or Dragon Lee. Oh! That'll hurt your head.
Ew.
He's going to wake up with a headache. If he wakes up at all.
Mom says, Robbie, how are you doing today? And so your God, but Kenny Omega is back. Robbie says, but in America, you guys don't pay TV license. I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Sophie says, with both Hulu and Peacock, if you watch a certain amount of episodes of a show, the next episode will be commercial free.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Robbie says, yeah, Kenny is great foam, and who cares, Sophie? And Sophie says, but when you have a show on a streaming service, you don't know if you are coming back for another season until months after it drops on Netflix. Crazy says, he's always injured. Andrade?
Yeah,
I really
that's too
don't
bad.
feel that he's always injured. Do you feel he's always injured?
He did have a major injury not too long ago, didn't he?
I didn't think it was major, but maybe. I don't know.
All right, here comes Kenny. Dragon Lee catches his foot, stomps on his head, drops him back and over. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's speculated as bone on bone.
Oh, he can't run. He's collapsed.
As he beats his knee up. It's weird.
Oh,
He wants some
Jose
wax.
tripped him. What the fuck is that? What is that?
It's wax.
Like beeswax?
Mm-hmm. Just wax.
Looks red. Is it real wax?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Thought it was plastic. Cheese. You're supposed to smile.
Mm.
Andrade's trying. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
He has to do it with both arms. Oh, shit. Right into the crowd. And he actually hit a fan.
Oh, my.
A little kid fan.
Oh, no.
I think it's a little kid. Could be Johnny Gargano, but...
That was sick.
Yeah, it's that little kid right there. The yellow shorts. He's like, can I
Oh.
get back in my seat? Excuse me, there's a Mexican in my seat.
I paid for this.
1, 2. Kenny kicks out.
Plum says Robbie, who will win in her armpit match, Nikki Bella or Becky Lynch. And Robbie says Omega with a spring in his step, just like D. Robbie says TV license is a license to watch TV. So you have
Like,
to pay
you have
for
to go to school and, like,
you have to
get
pay
an
for a
education.
license just to watch TV. Is that what you're saying?
You don't have free airways.
It's fucking weird, dude. Thumbs like
Whoa!
Carlos Andrade still got some juice left in him.
Look at this.
Ooh.
He's very athletic. 2. Kenny kicks out. Like we think Kenny's going to lose his first match. Seriously.
He's going to lose his first match back. It's going to happen. Vindicator says, well, I know Omega won't lose in his return.
No.
So I will sign off and prepare for guys.
There
on
it is.
Friday.
Hammerlock
Keep
DDT.
Leopold in check for me until
That's
then.
it.
Bye. Bye, Vin. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh. He had him. Omega wasn't going to kick out. Jackson pushed Roosh into Andrade.
Right. Sophie says, do you see Raw and SmackDown be exclusive to a streaming service at some point?
No. And for the reason is their ratings would more than double in half. So it'd be pointless. For the streaming service to pay the billions that it costs to get those just to have nobody watch. I mean, they're going to get some subscribers, but are they going to get that many?
Right.
And Peacock's seen how many people come to watch the pay-per-views. And is it worth their $1 billion?
No.
I don't think it was. I think they're going to find out when it comes to negotiation time the next time around.
Mm-hmm.
That nobody's giving them $1 billion for their network. And it's only for a certain amount of time. It's not like, hey, I'm buying the network forever.
Right.
It's like I'm buying it for 5 years. Here's $1 billion. It's like, yeah. That's it. One Winged Angel, 2 and 3. Omega and the boys move on.
Omega and the Bucks definitely did win. They, how did Kenny pin the Dragon Boy?
Dragon Lee boy.
The brother of what's-his-face?
Bruce.
Now, what is going to happen with Andrade?
He's dead.
He's dead. Let's see. Robbie says D has more juice in her than Andrade. I was like, Sophie, please stop. And Robbie's like, Kenny, Defo been training hard. Film says Robbie, Nikki Bella, or Becky Lynch. With that, and Sophie says, did you know your dog could get sick? Yes.
Yes, dogs can get sick.
They can get sick. They can get lots of stuff. Film says, P.S. When I mean by juice, I mean energy in his body. Robbie says, yeah, D, because of the BBC to watch live TV, which is pointless. That's strange and weird.
Oh, Andrade took it to Dragon Lee.
Oh, no.
Now they're going to go save Lee.
They're like, why on earth would we
Oh.
let you do this? Anyways, let's see. Boom says, P.S. What I mean by juice, I mean energy in his body. Yes. Robbie says, yeah, because of that. Okay. And then Sophie says, my dog is hurting bad because she can't spend time with her mommy who has COVID and she can't go in her room. Film's like, bye, Vin. And Crazy says, get well. And Robbie says, none. Film, it's a count out. Sophie says the negotiations is going to be interesting for both companies, especially with this Warner Media Discovery merger already making some moves. Robbie says, Kenny big wins. Sophie says, do you guys watch stuff on Pluto? No, we don't.
No.
Film says, Robbie, Nikki Bella, or Becky Lynch. He answered your question that none of them win. Film, it's a count out. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and watching some AEW Dynamite. We did see a return tonight of Kenny Omega.
Kenny's back.
Looks like he's back. Still, it looks like he's having some issues with his shoulder, so we'll see how that goes for him. Also, looks like maybe Andrade may have gotten hurt in that last match. It was a trios match, and the Young Bucks and Kenny are moving forward in that trios competition. So we'll see what happens
The quarterfinals.
next week.
There's going to be more on Friday. For the
They have
quarterfinals.
more matches then? Oh, okay.
Yeah, best friends.
I won't be watching it, but somebody will. All right, anyways. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We really appreciate it. You guys take care out there, and we will definitely see you back here on Friday for WWE SmackDown.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.